Marvel's What If Season 2. Episode 5 ends with a surprising twist for Captain Carter. Reuniting with Steve Rogers despite being pulled into the present, after her battle with Hydra's squid monster in her debut episode from the animated series' first season, Captain Carter's story continues in an alternate reality version of Captain America the Winter Soldier, one where Steve was corrupted, not unlike the main MCU's Bucky Barnes. However, the episode ends in a way neither Carter nor the Watcher himself could have expected. As seen in Marvel's What If Season 2, the fifth episode is entitled, What If Captain Carter Fought the Hydra Stomper? Continuing the first season's tease that Steve Rogers survived into the present, just like Peggy Carter did. However, Rogers and his suit of armor were corrupted by the Soviets' Red Room in the years following World War II, turning Steve into a living weapon under the control of Melina Vostokoff. What is What If Season 2? Episode 5 about. The episode doesn't actually start where the first part ends off, but rather a bit earlier, at the Battle of New York, showing the first time Captain Carter and Black Widow work together. They do so seamlessly. Natasha's Black Widow moves to take Peggy by surprise, since Agent Carter never happened in this continuity, and Peggy never shared a boarding house with a fellow Widow operative. Teamwork makes the dream work, and together the two of them stop Loki by hitting him in his punchable face. The Watcher arrives to tell us that while he's not generally a fan of sequels, the one person he will make an exception for is Captain Peggy Carter. Returning to her and Natasha on the cargo ship, we find the pair opening the crate they were sent to protect from pirates. To Peggy's surprise, it's the Hydra Stomper suit they'd built for Steve Rogers, with the man himself still inside it. Not that that helps them at all when the suit activates and immediately starts trying to kill them. The mask slides down long enough for Peggy to see it's him, looking almost exactly as he did in World War II. Only now his eyes carry no recognition of their shared past, and he's got a beard. Peggy is furious with Nick Fury for keeping this from her, and for telling her Steve was dead. He pulls some very Obi-Wan Kenobi, from a certain point of view logic on her. Rumors of the Hydra Stomper's survival apparently weren't enough to debrief Peggy, even if she has a personal connection to Steve, and even if the suit is apparently connected to decades worth of terrorist activity. Natasha backs Fury up, suggesting the Red Room has something to do with what happened to Steve. One doesn't just go from a two-man army with Bucky Barnes to a wanted killer overnight. Fury tells her they have intel on what the Hydra Stomper's next mission was supposed to be, and suggests Peggy sits this out, a suggestion she's only too happy to disregard entirely. Where did Captain Carter go at the end of Episode 5? Following Peggy and Natasha Romanoff's battle with the Red Room and Rogers' sacrifice to destroy their floating fortress, Peggy has every intention of finding Steve, whom she believes is still alive. However, before she and Black Widow could begin their search, red cracks appeared in the ground below Carter's feet, pulling her into a portal and transporting her into another reality. This appears to be an alternate MCU, set in the year 1602, setting up What If's next episode. Who surprised the Watcher? Taking Captain Carter. As seen in the final shot of Episode 5, Captain Carter wakes up to find herself in front of a new variant of Nick Fury and Wanda Maximoff's Scarlet Witch, with both of them wearing dated attire from the Elizabethan era. As such, it's a strong confirmation that Peggy has indeed found herself on Earth 1602. It's also notable that even a cosmic being as supposedly all-seeing as the Watcher could be surprised by this version of Wanda and her chaos magic. How Captain Carter defeated the Hydra Stomper and Red Room. Having broken through to Steve by the episode's end, Peggy could only watch as Rogers flew in his Hydra Stomper to destroy the Red Room's floating fortress. Likewise, Natasha fired a caplet as the Hydra Stomper before attaching it to Melina, ensuring that the Red Room's leader was destroyed as well. However, Peggy refuses to believe that Rogers died in the explosion.